Alrighty, we're here for another Beyond Skyrim reaction video. I'll try and make it a little bit better. This is something different from the Beyond Skyrim team. This is a Cyodiil trailer for the Bravil cinematic story. Yeah, the story you're pretty much going to play when you're in Bravil. Now, most likely, a lot of their cities are going to have this, unlike Skyrim, which doesn't really have this at all. Um, it's going to be awesome. So, Bravil, if you've ever been there in Oblivion, it's like a really shady sort of town. Like, the Count in Oblivion was just an asshole, didn't really care about people. He was, doing deals and shit under the table. Um, Very sort of underworld, sort of slimy area, criminals and shit. Just like your typical stink bomb. Think about like the English, the London industrial age. It's a bit like that, without all the industrial shit. It's just very, I don't know, unpleasant. Let's have a look at this.
You see? You see what I'm trying to get at?
Steady. Keep your voice down.
Oh, I guess you don't want things to get any better then.
Well, what I want is to live. I want my family to live. I want you to live for Mara's sake.
They don't come in here. They're too high and mighty for that.
Maybe. But anybody here would happily rat you out to Marius for a few coins.
Count Terentius would never let that stand.
Terentius would string you up himself for being a drunken fool.
Hey, did you hear about...
Yes! Be quiet.
Oh, come on.
That looks so seedy.
Come on, nothing. Bad-mouthing the claws is where I draw the line. You need to find some other way to blow off steam. You've been like this every night this week.
Do you think he can really read people's minds, or is that just the scuba talking?
I don't know. Why don't you try to read my mind right now?
I'm telling you, they don't come in here.
Did I ever tell you I like dogs? There's an instinct in them.
This guy's got a very what's that? The dude with the unique accent for the Thieves Guild. He's related to the guy that's the blacksmith in Solstheim. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't really play the Thieves Guild, but he's got that really sort of English, growing up on the farm, sort of like, not growing up on the farm, growing up on the street sort of accent. So no doubt this is going to be a shady character.
Giving their lives in service of their master. No questions, just bangs. That's loyalty. But best of all, they hate cats. We took care of some of them last night, but there will be more. The skooma draws them like moths to a damn flame. And even a dog has more sense than a cat on moon sugar. But they are just a distraction. I'm going after the Count. It's about time that good folk like you and me had our fair share of wealth. I'm not done yet, and you show promise. When the time comes, I hope you'll stand with us. We will take what we're owed by any means necessary. And don't worry, the blood always washes off.
Everything we are and everything we do follows the guiding light of the moons.
Alrighty, we got a Khajiit here. Because, as soon as I went to the moons and I heard that sort of like, and that, I don't know, that European accent, I was like, alright, we've got a Khajiit. It looks like he's the second part of this story.
In moonlight reflection, truth becomes apparent, naked for all to see. But friend, the Clawfather is sorry to say, the light is waning. This one feels an ill wind against his fur. Marius is a fool if he thinks he can step on this one's tail. Nothing is sacred to him. He shuns the guiding light, and he disgraces the sugar. Last night, he made the first roll of the dice. The game has now begun, Walker. We will use his vendetta against the Count to take control of the sugar trade. And we will show everyone the truth. The real truth. You should consider this one's offer. Let the fools fight over their gold. We will follow the gilded light of John and Jord. And those who refuse to see it, their eyes and ears shall feel the waterways.
We've seen evidence enough. Both gangs are preparing to strike at the heart of the castle to strengthen it.
And I'm out of both time and options.
Shit you not. That sounds like bloody... The counter there, that sounds like the Emperor from Oblivion. That's what it sounds like. Holy shit. Did they get it? I gotta ask this question on their Discord.
Decisive action is required, I don't doubt that.
Nah, it's not
But
him.
Pert,
That's his
my
card.
count,
I can't dither on this, my friend. The future of the city is at stake.
Nah, it's not him.
I'm afraid it will
Sounds like-
change you. You'll be branded a tyrant.
The gangs are wringing every last drake out of my subjects. How distant is this tyranny of yours?
But
No, I am sorry. The gangs have forced my hand. If I am to do anything about it, I can't just sit here and scheme like my father did. My people, please settle. This is a day I prayed would never come. This is the beginning of a new path for Bravil. I can only hope that one day you will understand why this is the only road that remains.
I see the player.
See? It's gonna be fine.
Very nice logo right there. Even that. Beyond Skyrim. Cyodiil. Now, I was a big fan of that. So that's Bravil, the shady sort of one of the shady parts of the Empire of Cyodiil. Of course, like I said in the start of the video, if you've if you've played Oblivion, you very well know that Bravil's a bit shady. I'm excited for that. There's like, by the sounds of it, each and every country, state, or whatever you want to call them, will have their own unique city story, like Bravil did. Not Bravil, Bruma. So by the sounds of it, every single place we go to is going to have a story based on that city. That's just really pretty cool. I'm not too sure Skyrim had that, unless they had like a Jarl telling you to pick up some shit from a cave. But yeah, none of the cities in Skyrim had any of that that I can recall. This is pretty cool. So from what we've seen in the story, there's the Khajiit that are kind of more religious. They're also they're on the moon sugar. They're probably addicts. I don't know if they're selling it, but they probably should be. Unless they're like a full-on religious sort of like Khajiit that do moon sugar, get high as a kite, and like kill people that don't believe in their gods of religion. But no doubt they're gonna be an underground network, also getting the gold for all the sugar and shit. And then you got the other guy. He's kind of a racist. Killed a lot of Khajiit, and he's after the Count's money. He's the main sort of antagonist of this. He's going after the Count. And then you got the Count, who's taking some direct action, which is like just executing people that do bad shit. It's pretty cool. So you get 3 factions. Yeah, you can either help the Khajiit out, or you can earn some coin via helping the bad guy out, or the guy. I wouldn't say he's bad. Well, he's bad. Helping that guy kind of rob the count and probably kill him. Or who knows? Or you can help the count out, being a good citizen of the Empire. But I was a big fan of this. This is something that I don't think they've ever done before. They've never really shown off a cinematic story based on, the story of their cities. It's kind of exciting. I hope they do it more in the future with their other cities, because it gives you kind of something like a sort of a basis, like a trailer to what you should expect when you enter that city. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I myself would prefer to know a little bit more about the Cyodiil project and the places that we go, so we can be excited when we get there. And there was no spoilers in that whatsoever. It was just telling you the 3 factions, or the 3 sides you can take in the city quest. And yeah, it was no spoilers. It was nice. So good work Beyond Skyrim team. I'll put the link of the original video in the description, along with their Discord again. And if you guys got any modding experience in that, like if you can implement quests and NPCs, and if you're a 3D artist, they're not looking for voice actors. They're really not this time. That's everyone's go-to, and they normally go in there with looking for become a voice actor with a microphone like mine, which sounds like this. It's like, hey, how you doing, man? It's really cool. It's like, yeah. It's really broken. So, yeah, whatever. I'm going to stop the video here before I keep talking shit. I hope you guys enjoyed. Head over to their Discord and keep track of what they're doing.